What's going on YouTube and cryptocurrency family? My name is Harry. I'm a crypto vet. Thank you for tuning back in. I'm sorry about yesterday's video. I apparently accidentally uploaded the unedited version versus the raw version. Sorry about that. Thank you for everybody who laughed at Melody sprinting behind me to go shut off the vacuum. We just got one of the little robotic vacuums and he turned on right in the middle of my video and I was like, you motherfucker. But hey, otherwise, what's going on? Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. If you like the crypto content, like the videos, please hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at CryptoVet_, and links for all the other stuff will be down below in the description. We're getting back to these regular videos, so I appreciate the patience. It's a simple mistake, but hey, at least you guys got a good laugh at it, and well, I'm sure we'll joke about this in the future. But let's go ahead and get started here. If we head to CoinMarketCap, I'll just hit the old refresh, and we can see right now that our total market cap volume is at 2.6 trillion, which is good. ETH gas fees are still ETH gas fees, but right now we're kind of at indecision. We don't have too much movement. The biggest gainers here we have Stacks, Terra Luna, Shiba. I think Shiba pretty much pumped mostly just because we had I think Kraken was an exchange that it was released on, maybe some other news. But other than that, not too much more. And then our biggest losers are still some of the huge gainers that we've had over the past 2 to 3 weeks. So, well, getting started now, let's head over to Bitcoin dominance. We saw finally a little bit of a downtrend here, and we are starting to go to the downside. So will we continue to go down? Does this mean Bitcoin's over? I don't believe that is the case, but what it does mean is that something is overtaking it right now. And if we look over at Ethereum, just like the chart we had yesterday, we can see Ethereum is getting very, very close to setting new all-time highs here. We have a couple targets from our initial breakout and other things, and right now these two targets are, one is right at 5K and the other one right really around $6,000. So we'll go ahead and keep an eye on that for right now. When we go ahead and take a look at Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, we can also see that it looks like we might have some big news ahead. If we go ahead and just take a little quick measurement, like let's just say this is a head and shoulders, whatever you want to call it, either way, all of the outcomes are still a bullish outcome. And let's just move it up here. This is putting us at 0.1 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And if it stays at current price, that's a $5,700 Ethereum. Let's look at where that puts us. That puts us somewhere in this region if Bitcoin doesn't change what it's doing and it stays exactly there. So as of right now, Bitcoin's dominance overall, or how much its value is compared to all other crypto, is slowly dropping. So it's something that we can pay attention to see if we may be in a little alt season, or when is the time to go in and out of Bitcoin. So I always like to bring that up, and it's a very handy tool that you can get on TradingView. The next thing we can look at here is the total market cap of all altcoins, excluding Bitcoin. So yesterday we looked at the total here, where we were checking to see, like how much higher can we go? And then we can see this one, which is the chart is very similar. However, there are some very minor differences, and these differences correlate directly to where Bitcoin's dominance is. So when we look at these, we can spot breakouts that could signify that, yeah, this could be an alt season, or yeah, now's the time to maybe get out of alts that are in high profit. Let's head over to Bitcoin. Let's ride this bitch up a little bit and then rinse and repeat as we go. So looking at Bitcoin right now in the short term, since yesterday, nothing. We've been trading sideways in this little zone. If we look deep into this area, yeah, we could have like a little diamond forming here, something like that. But right now we are chopping around trying to figure out what's going to happen. Indecision. Oopsies. Let's go back to this. And when we see this against the volume profile, we can see we are at a very good support region, which is the whole reason we dropped through this box here. Now, somebody asked me if this could be a reverse head and shoulders. It very well could be. No pattern technically plays out exactly the way you're going to see it. When we think about technical analysis, you have to differentiate technical analysis from fundamental analysis, and then you have to remember what's the difference between them, because it does and doesn't affect what you are going to see on the chart. So the reason I brought this up is because I want to bring up the monthly chart, which closes in like an hour or so. And if we go to the monthly chart of Bitcoin, we can see right now we have been going up and up and up, and we're doing something now that we don't know what we're going to do. We are either in an ascending triangle, and we could potentially jump up and go parabolic, or we could be at a double top, and we could come plummeting down. And, plummeting down, we don't have much support until we get back down into the $15,000 to $20,000 region, right? Because this was all straight up. So this is the indecision point. So what makes the price go up and down? It was one of the questions I got, and I thought, that's a very good question, right? And I've heard a lot of people explain this and try to elaborate on it, and I guess I'll give my 2 cents. When it comes to technical analysis, charts, numbers, indicators, whatever you're doing, in the end, you're still reading buying and selling and people's emotions. And buying and selling is always going to be dictated by supply and demand, and then that supply and demand dictates the emotions that drive buying and selling it. So in technical analysis, when you get higher up and start being able to read it more accurately, and I wouldn't say that I'm an expert, but I would say I'm getting very, very close if I'm not already, right? We can tell what people are doing. So when something comes out or goes crazy because it's on marketing and all that, everybody hears about it, right? So demand for it increases because everybody wants it. And if there's a fixed supply, what does that do to the price? It makes the price go up because more people are willing to pay more to get it. And same goes the other way, right? If you have a shit ton of supply and nobody really wants it, it's worthless, right? There's a lot of these meme coins and altcoins that all go to zero when we're going. And then when you look at fundamental analysis always comes down to, you believe this project right now is currently underrated due to its potential or what it could potentially do in the future. So you're basing it off of that, and you don't care what the price is now because later on in the future you think it's going to be way, way, way more. So by using both of these tactics together, you can come up with a really, really good strategy to make money in these markets. So now looking at this right now, the question is, well, do we go up or we go down? Well, the thing that will determine that is all the information we have at hand. Well, we know there's a fixed supply. We know that demand is increasing, right? With a fixed supply and demand increasing, that means the more people that want it, the supply will eventually dwindle down. Thus, the price has to go up. So the most likely outcome for us at this point would be to go up versus down if you're looking at the fundamental side. Then looking at the technical aspect side is actually looking mixed. We have signals telling us that we could go down or go up, and that maybe we went up too much this last cycle, and now our expectations to go up much higher are actually, whoa, right? But when you think of the asset class and the fundamentals, this is where you get a lot, me and all these other analysts just don't give a shit. We're just like, yeah, call me when it's higher, right? Of course, we can break it down. We can trade this. We can make money. We can do all these things. But in the end, you have to ask yourself, where are you at in the big old cryptoverse? Are you sitting over here wanting to day trade this, or are you here just putting money away so you can have it in the future, right? So looking at everything right now, it looks like Ethereum might carry the way for crypto to keep going up. We'll just have to see. All the new news coming up, so there's something to be hyped about now, right? We'll just have to see. XRP is sitting right at $1, but didn't quite meet our target all the way to the downside. Doesn't have to, but we do have heavy resistance right above. So I think that's going to do it for today's video. I kept it kind of short because not much has changed in the end. It just comes down to, if you're getting in now, do your own research so you know what you're getting yourself into, because we could be literally at the top or right before the blast off. Which way to determine? Who knows? So we got to use our best knowledge to come up with a good guess, come up with a strategy that fits that guess, right? Because we're not fucking fortune tellers, right? So do everything you can to make the best decision. So if you have any other questions and stuff like this, again, please hit me up. I did have a couple other questions on indicators and things, but we'll see about just making that its own video. I know I've said that a lot of times, but Twitch is definitely a place to ask me those questions if you want explanations quick. So thanks, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.